Hello everyone, this is MWC from 3rd BSc Computer Science. I am going to review about the book And the Mountains Echoed, written by the author Khaled Hoisseini. Khaled Hoisseini was born on 4th March 1965. He is an Afghan-American novelist, UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador and former physician. His debut novel, The Kite Runner, was a critical and commercial success. The book and his subsequent novels have all been at least partially set in Afghanistan and have featured an Afghan as the protagonist. After graduating from college, Hoisseini worked as a physician in California, a situation he likened to an arranged marriage. The success of Kite Runner meant he was able to retire from medicine in order to write full-time. His 3 novels have all reached various levels of critical and commercial success. The Kite Runner spent 101 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list, including 3 weeks at number 1. His second novel, The Thousand Splendid Suns, spent 103 weeks on the chart, including 15 at number 1. While his third novel, And the Mountains Echoed, remained on the chart for 33 weeks. And the Mountains Echoed is a work of a family drama historical fiction that examines the factors surrounding one. The factors that lead to and reverberate from one action. A poor family sells their youngest daughter to a wealthy couple in Kabul. Set in Afghanistan, the novel spans over 50 years and 4 generations. Hoisseini includes several narrative voices rather than just the story's main family. The multiple narrators provide several different angles into the grand narrative of the main family, but they also examine their own context and the motives behind their choices in their family. The reader will notice many similarities between the unconnected narrators to the main characters, the members of the family part of the grand narrative. Riverhead Books first published the novel in 2013. The story begins with Sabur and his 2 children, Abdullah and Pari, taking a journey to Kabul. Although the children are unaware of the reason for the trip, they willingly follow their father and their uncle Nabi to the Wahadi household. Abdullah recognizes Mrs. Wahadi, who had visited their home earlier. Their uncle Nabi works for them because they are poor and because Sabur has already lost a son due to the cold of last winter. He is convinced by Nabi that selling Pari to the Wahidi family to be the best idea for all of them involved. Sabur's family will get financial help, will have one less mouth to feed, and the Wahadis will have a child. However, Abdullah and Pari are incredibly close, and their separation is horrific and life-changing. Nila and Sulaiman Bhadati have a loveless marriage. Sulaiman is secretly in love with Nabi, his servant, and Paris and Abdullah's uncle. And Nila is a troubled soul. Despite acquiring Pari into her life, once Sulaiman suffers a stroke, Nila feels unhappy and unfilled enough to leave him and move to Paris, taking Pari with her. Although we do not learn much but Pari's upbringing, we can sense that Nila withheld a lot of information from Pari, and so Pari feels a large void in her life. She does not know about her real family, her mother who died during her birth, her father Sabur, and her brother Abdullah, and the nature of her disconnection with her feels disconnected from the puzzling mother Nila. Pari eventually marries, has 3 children, and is widowed in her late 40s. A phone call from Mr. Marcos in Afghanistan reveals a lot of her past, and he reads her letter behind by Nabi, her estranged uncle. Pari Wahaditi arranges a trip to Afghanistan, and after seeing her childhood home, she remembers several things but is still plagued with loss. The strong absence she has always felt in her life is the loss of connection with her brother Abdullah. Once she learns of his existence, she searches for him and finds him in the United States. A niece, Abdullah's daughter, also named Pari, picks her up from the airport and brings her to her home, where she is taking care of her father, who is suffering from dementia. Young Pari, like her aunt Pari, is suffering from missing peace in her life as well, absorbed from her father's loss of a sister. When the 2 women meet, they feel like their life stories are finally complete and they have much deeper understanding of themselves and where they fit into place. Unfortunately, both Abdullah and Pari suffer from large gaps in their memory. and so the reunion is not as satisfying as the reader may have hoped. Abdullah's dementia never allows him to recognize his sister, despite longing for her to all these years. He kept a feather collection, hoping he would reunite with her. When Pari receives it, she does not know what it means, because she was so young when they were separated that she does not remember its significance. However, she is content in knowing that Abdullah had been thinking of her all of these years, and she knows that the missing pieces in her life has been fulfilled. Compassion and selfishness are the theme of this story. Thank you.